So, you people are still waiting on the Epstein files. Trust me, I want them out here too. But you haven't caught on yet? The delay? How long's Cash been in there? How long's Pam Bonnie been in there? How long's Tulsi Gabbard been up there? And all they can do is just come out here and tell you what's in there? They can't show you? They're not going to give you any of that information. Come on, people, get real with yourself. They're not going to release that information. They're going to use every excuse in the book not to release that information. A lot of the reason they don't have that information is because they hum-hawed around and waited too long. They gave these people too long. They gave them too much time to destroy evidence. So they don't have a lot of it now. But they're dangling it in front of you like a bunch of breadcrumbs. Look what we got. And they're not showing you any of it. They're coming up with every excuse not to show you any of the names in that thing. We know they can redact all the victims' names. We know they can redact all the vital information regarding the victim. We don't want to know anything about the victims. We don't want to know their names. We don't want any hate and discontent brought on them. We want the names of the people that were involved. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. What's so hard about releasing that? You keep coming up here every day and saying, well, we're going to do it this day. 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 Well, we can't do it. You're rushing us and you don't understand. No, we understand. We completely understand. And we're going to hold you to it every day. Every day for the next 4 years, we're going to hold you to it. Release the names that are involved, or stop dangling it in front of us like breadcrumbs, like you're begging for another vote. Stop it. You're starting to look like you're covering up for somebody. That's what it's starting to look like. Same old crap. Same old crap. Just a different party. This was one of the biggest things I wanted taken care of. This is one of the main reasons I voted for Trump, and I supported all of his Captain America team. But it seems like the Captain America team, they're using every excuse in the book not to release the names of the people that were involved. Just the names of the people that were involved. Not the victims, nothing about the victims. You can redact every bit of vital information regarding the victims. That's what I want you to do. But you can also release the names of the people that were involved. Why can't you do that? Unless you've already given them enough time to destroy that evidence and you don't have it. Or you're trying to cover up for somebody. What's going on? Y'all made these promises. And y'all aren't following through with them. You're coming up with every excuse in the book not to follow through with them. We don't want to hear about where there's an ongoing case. We don't want to hear that. We've heard that enough by Christopher Wray, Anthony Fauci, Alejandro Mayorkas, and the rest of them whenever they were being questioned about their negligence. Every damn time they would always use that same excuse to get out of answering a question. And I think y'all are using this as an excuse to get out of presenting that evidence to the American people. What happened to the American people deserve to know. What happened to that? Why does certain people's names have to be covered up now? I didn't vote for this. And I also didn't vote to be neglected by the very same people that I voted for, that I've been supporting since day one, 2016. Yeah, I'm going to be overlooked on a lot of things. Just like many other Americans out here like me that have been marked by the system as something we're not for a non-violent felony. Society won't give us no chance because the system marked us as something we're not. Oh, society thanks the world of people, but yet they could care less about non-violent felons who deserve to eat too, who are also human beings that just made a mistake. Didn't harm nobody. And then some of us ended up having serious medical issues that prevented us from working. You know, they call that disability. But yet the Social Security Administration, they put an age limit on when you're disabled. I didn't know becoming disabled had an age limit on it. So undoubtedly, if you're 25 years old and you become disabled, according to the Social Security Administration, you're not disabled until you reach a certain age. Doesn't matter if you're literally disabled. That's a way to keep you on SSI, to keep you from paying in taxes, so that way they can screw you on any type of, like what's going on now. Social Security recipients, those that pay in taxes on Social Security, yeah, they're gonna get a good bit of money. People on disability, pay in tax, yeah, they're gonna get a good bit of money. People on SSI, they're gonna look like bums. They're gonna be considered as bums. Ain't nobody gonna look into the person's record and think, well, wait a minute, why did this person file for disability? And his records show that he does have a disabling condition that prevents him from working, but yet the Social Security Administration decided to put him on SSI instead of disability. Why did they do that? Oh, and another thing, why did also the Social Security Administration decide not to pay him his entire back pay like the Social Security Administration is supposed to do? They only paid him a year. Where'd the rest of the back pay go? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot, y'all. I totally forgot. It's my last name, Godwin. Case in point, my mother and father died poor people. Lifelong poor people. Struggled all their life just to get a plate of food on the table. 12, 14 hours a day in the hot-ass sun picking peaches. Died at 73 years old. Lifelong poor people. Government was never there for them. But they were supposed to have some kind of privilege, right? Because they were white. But the government was sure there to take their home that they paid cash for and that they had built on their land that was given to them through a death. The house was paid for, land was paid for, but no. The government was like, the house is paid for. What can we do to make some money off these people? Oh, we'll just keep increasing the property taxes because they're already struggling now to make ends meet. And eventually, they won't be able to pay the property taxes. We can come take the house. That's exactly what happened. Exactly. But again, it's the Godwin name. Have a good day. God bless. Don't be expecting that Epstein list. They're not going to release that.